How's everybody doing? So today we are going to be talking about the realities of some of these liars. I'm not going to mention any names, but yes, he calls himself the bad guy. But like I said, I'm not going to name any names. I'm going to try to stick with the facts, and I'm going to try my best not to add a lot of commentary. I'm going to do my best not to add much, or should I say many insults as well. I'm going to stick with what it is that we're listening to, and I'm also, of course, I'm going to give some commentary and tell you how I truly feel, which I'm not afraid of doing. So let's get into this. This video that we're going to listen to, I will be putting the link in the description box below, and the only way you won't be able to actually go listen to it for yourself in its entirely is if he actually removes the video. Okay, he should be happy to get views. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we?
This is what brothers be talking about on here. We talking about these sisters. Some of these sisters, not all of them, some of these sisters. Let me do these two. Now get off, block your ass. You was over there anyway, catering for her anyway. So get the fuck up out of here. On some goddamn bullshit. Goddamn. And the brothers that was on there, they heard this. They let hang out, but they didn't say anything about it. You condone that shit? Brothers already have enough trouble dealing with what's going on. These shooting and stuff like that.
You see how they do? Not they, but this man. This guy right here, right? I'm not going to call him a man. He's a guy. A male at best. What he's about to talk about is something that is so trivial, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect nobody's life at all. But still, in fact, he's making up lies. And I know it's because of jealousy. He's not jealous of me per se. He's jealous that you men and women have decided to come into my area and have conversations. He's jealous of all sorts of things. He's jealous that I'm able to go in areas where he can't even go. And then when it doesn't, whether it works out well or not, he's there ready to talk about it in a negative way. He's trying to take his boyfriends. In his mind, you all are his boyfriends. He's trying to take you away from me. Yes, he is. He doesn't like when you all comment on my videos. He doesn't like when you're in my area having fun, chatting it up. And he definitely doesn't like when you're in his area responding or talking about me. Okay? So anyway, what he was just talking about was he was referring to Danini. Okay, y'all make sure y'all check out Danini's channel. It's DA space NINI. Check her out. She's a funny young lady, and I enjoy her energy. Okay, so check her out. But that's who he's talking about. We're gonna listen to when he gets to me in a second.
Jared Taylor. And now we got these sisters on some bullshit. This is insanity. This is insanity.
Oh my God, now he goes into this long drawn pause, which is driving me insane. Let me see if I can fast forward through it.
And man and stuff. Talking about the time she was talking about the time she was on Discord with Angry Man and stuff. All this, but apparently they got some information saying that she's was in the porn industry. Not only that, she did Ghetto Gaggers.
Now let's listen to him say that again. Okay? We need to pay close attention to the things that this man says.
Industry. Not only that, she did Ghetto Gaggers. She was in one of the Ghetto Gagger videos. God damn. She was in one of the Ghetto Gagger videos.
Now let me just say this. If I had been in a Ghetto Gaggers video, this man would know it for sure. Because he would have paid to see it. Okay? Shit, I would pay to see it. Okay? But we are dealing with a lame right here. And what he is saying, he's making it seem like it's fact. But I want y'all to listen to it. Okay? I need you to listen closely to the words that he uses. Because based on him, he's going to tell you exactly where you can get the information. Where he actually ended up retrieving the information, he's going to tell you where to go. Okay? I need you all to pay attention to this.
That's right. I guess somebody outed her out that didn't like her. Whatever the case may be. And they put this information out there.
Now he knows who he claims put the information out there. And he doesn't like that guy. So he has actually heard me not go in on this guy. And he is trying to pit us together. So he created some information, right? And decided to attach my name to it. Then he attached that guy's name to it. Told you all that that is the guy who said it. And then he's going to actually, in the end of this, by the end of this video, you're going to actually hear him backtrack. Okay? So let's hear what he has to say. Let's continue on.
And she up here telling these women that you a hoe, sounds very hoe, but sounds very never did no Ghetto Gaggers.
Now he's lying when he says that I call these women whores. Because I haven't done that. Anything I've said about Sasa Ray herself, you've never heard me call her whore Ray. I don't call her whore. I don't talk about women and their sexuality. When I am speaking, it's about how we treat our families, how we are taking care of our children, how we are actually making it very difficult for us to take care of children when we are having many children that we can't afford. Okay? When it comes to Sasa Ray, she referred to me as a whore. And remember, Sasa Ray was so-called doing the same thing that I was doing, except the fact that I magazines that I've actually been in. You know, I actually have credentials for what it is that I say I've done. Unlike her, who just made shit up as she went along. But this isn't about Sasa Ray. This is about a guy who's ready to throw anyone under the bus in order for there to be confusion. So people can get off of him. He's not smart enough to get me in any squabbles with men just based on his lips moving. Because he is a coward and an unreliable source. Now, I didn't know that he was such a liar until this incident, but I've always known that he had no spine. Okay, that's not a secret to any of us. And for those of you who will claim you think Reg, the bad guy, oops, I wasn't supposed to say the name, you think that the bad guy actually is someone who understands life, who takes a stance on anything and stick by, then you're fooling yourself. I don't believe you. I've been in many conversations with many of you, and we laugh at this dude. I'm not going to put you out there, but you know who you are. Some of his best and closest so-called internet friends. Man, you'd be shocked what men will do just to get close to some vagina. Anyway, Reg, you don't have no friends, baby. You don't have no friends.
So we eat the bag. Not these other bras. You know?
Now you heard him lie, because I forgot that he mentioned Egypt Ann. Even Egypt Ann herself, in that beef squashing session, as he calls it, even she and I admitted that I've never called her out of her name. I've never said that she was unattractive. I never attacked her on her womanhood. I never mentioned that she's a stripper. I've not said this. You do know that there's a group of us whom, yes, we chat with each other. We like each other. But we have different stance on different subjects and different people. That's what I like about our group. Anyone fits in. Because you may dislike someone that I liked, and that's okay. Just because you dislike them doesn't mean I'm going to dislike them. I may hate someone whom you like, and that's okay. That's what our group is about. Adults having fun. Not that cliquish bullshit where everybody got to like the same person you like. So he's lying when he says that I called Egypt Ann, a whore. Okay? And we bypass that. So why is he even mentioning any of those women? I don't give a fuck what he says about Sasa Ray. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with her.
Don't block everybody who say anything goddamn crazy.
Blocking. He's blocking people.
This is crazy, man. What you say, I've called black women out on their bullshit plenty of time. Nah, but this is crazy, man. Yeah, Egypt Ann is a stripper, but, ghetto gaggers is the worst thing you can do as a black woman. Completely degrading yourself. If you look at the video, DJS still got it up. It's the last 2 hours of that video. Which is bad. So basically she got hit not only from the side of Obsidian, she got hit from the side of BGS and Angry Man. And she got hit from us in the middle. What's bad about this is we didn't wake the hell up. You know, we was only trying to help. We was friends.
Who was you trying to help? You mean you was trying to help when you came over and tried to tell me and Danini that we shouldn't be in somebody else's area because you felt like you should be my dad or my husband? I know and listen, I understand that I have that effect on men, where in your mind you think that I'm yours, right? You want me to be yours, but I'm not yours. Even you're not my type. I'm quite sure, without a doubt, I'm not your type, right? Your type would be a doll with no brain, no feelings, and she just has to please you. Or actually, you please yourself with a doll, right? You would have to control her, position her, move her. She wouldn't be moving. Like, if you would be dealing with a human, a real human, it would have to be probably a dead, cold body. That's how I see you, dude. You don't know how to relate to women, have conversations with women, and I'm quite sure you haven't been around vagina in a decade or two. Okay? So, I don't know what else to tell you. When I think of you, I think of the man whom, or should I say the male whom is desperate. I pity you. You're one of those dudes who would end up getting pity sex. But you wouldn't even really get pity sex, right? You would have to pay for it. Even when a woman is giving you pity sex, she would require you to pay. Usually pity sex is something that a woman gives a man out of pity. She feels for him. She feels that it's something that he really needs, and she might have the time. But no, dude, a woman who pities you, she would require you to pay her, and hefty. And she knows that you need it, but she's not going to give it to you, sweetheart. She's going to charge you. Okay, so let me move past some of this.
Yeah, she really cooking, but like I said, she has no ground to stand on now. Since we know that she was in the sex industry and was in the Ghetto Gaggers video. She got no ground to stand on.
So when he says I was in the sex industry, I understand where a lot of people, they hear the sex industry and they automatically go to certain things. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with people believing whatever it is that they want to believe. It just amazes me how a man would complain. Now I can see if I was your wife to be, someone you might think about dating, any of that, I can see where that would be something you would consider. But I'm already married. I'm already taken. I have no problems in my marriage. We're not breaking up. We don't have any issues. Like, I'm not available to you. So why are you even considering anything with me? The only thing you can get from me, sweetheart, is you can give me the money it costs for my videos. That's the only transaction you and I will ever have. You will give me the money and I'll email you a link so you can look at the videos. Bam, bam, that's it. Thank you, ma'am. Okay? That's all the conversation we can never really have that's on any real level. I mean, besides me trying to figure out in my live stream, like, what's your problem, Reg? Reg, why is it that you don't have a woman? Reg, because see, I know why you don't have a woman by looking at you, right? You are slouching down in this chair. You don't even know how to sit up like a man. You took this photo while you was leaning back like a woman. You look like I'm sitting straighter up than you are. Here, I'm sitting straight. She's sitting straight up. And here you are slouching. Did you know that the way you posture yourself, especially when you are taking photos of yourself that you're going to share, it says a lot about you. You look like you have some issues. You look angry. And you are slouching down like the loser that you are. I can go through 100 pictures of different men here on YouTube, and guess what? They're not slouching, sweetheart. When a man wants people to know that he's a man, he instantly, it's something about him, but his posture tells it all, especially when he knows people are watching. You actually took this photo yourself, so that means you was willing to share this with the world while you're slouching. You don't even have a spine, okay? You're like the guy, the dude that nobody wants. And your mother is probably in the next room. That's why you have the headphones on. She's in the next room listening to you talk bullshit about how you don't have a woman. I bet your mother is begging you to find somebody so you can get the hell out of her house, because she might be trying to still get her swerve on. But then again, she raised you. Make them say, nah. Anyway, so let's continue on. I do want to skip through some of this because this dude was whining.
And then Danini sitting around there being on white supremacist websites, being their moderators. Both of them bras have nothing to stand on.
He's jealous. He's jealous that we're able to go in other people's areas, have conversations. And you're right. What I definitely couldn't stand on is your spine, because you have none.
That's right. She said in that video last night she took down that she was a moderator for some white supremacist channel. This is crazy, man.
Why is that important?
They don't need to be on here. They need to fall back.
You heard him, right? They don't need to be on here. They need to fall back. That's that jealousy. He's jealous that his subscribers are subscribed to us. He's jealous when he sees some of his subscribers actually participating over there with us. He's jealous every time a man decides to hang out in the hangout with us, when some of you won't even hang out in the hangout with him. And he's trying to put tension between us. And some of you feel like, okay, well, I need to stand with him because he's a man and the men will come after you. But my question to you is this: what type of man will hold it against you for sitting in a chat room with women, holding a conversation, when no one is disrespecting you, because you don't deserve disrespect? But see, this guy, as soon as you're in the hangout with us and everybody's treating you like the man that you are, he's upset. And then he targets you. But, this is not real life, fellas. It doesn't happen that way in real life, guys. A man like, a guy like This dude, he would never actually be in your face telling you that you're a simp. So why are you okay with accepting that from him on YouTube? There's a few of you that comes to mind right now as I'm saying this, because I realize that you stopped coming over because of this dude. Is this the type of guy you would ever associate yourself with in the real world? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you associate yourself with a man who acts like a girl, who slouches, can't speak for himself, has nothing that he stands for? And on top of that, he's an outright liar. Anyone who sees this woman knows that that's not me. This is her in a single photo. This is me in a single photo. This is her and I side by side. Her name is on her photos, and I'm quite sure if you find me in any photos on the internet, you will always see my name on it. Okay? You will pretty much always see my name on them. This one, I think I would have to move it to find it somewhere, but unless it's on like Instagram, right? Which I think this is a photo that's on Instagram. Instagram, I usually take my photos right then and there, right in the Instagram program. But anyway, let's continue listening to what he has to say, because I don't want this to be too long.
And you shut their channel down.
There he go. Now, let's remember something. Did you just hear him? Remember when he was claiming with all his heart and soul that Egypt Ann was asking people to come over and shut channels down? He was one of those men who was making those claims. You just heard it with your own ears. We all agreed that we weren't going to be doing that. I was never the type of person who was trying to take someone's page down. And I really don't stand with anyone who's actively trying to tear someone's page down, unless they're doing something illegal. If they're doing something illegal, that's one thing. And I'm not going to go and help you tear someone's page down. But I mean, if it affects me in some way, but I am not a reporter. I do not go on reporting anything. You know what I mean? There was one thing that actually I didn't even have to report here on YouTube because someone else had. And that's when old girl doxed me, which I don't give a shit about. But in that video, she put pictures of me up and told men to come to have sex with me. That doesn't sound like something a whore would have to do. See, because I was a whore, then the men would already know where I'm located, how to contact me, how much it costs. Like, they would know all those things about me. This guy is Sasa Ray. He's lower than Sasa Ray. He's the guy version of Sasa Ray. He's living with his mama. At least he didn't go hotel to hotel, but you never know. You never know. Probably would have been better for his mother if he were to get the fuck out of her house. But, you never know. You never know. Anyway, let's continue on.
He ain't cool with Angry Man. Trust me. Go look, check on that video that BGS just put out.
So he says, I'm not cool with Angry Man. Trust him. So he actually thinks he knows anything about me. He thinks he knows things about Angry Man. He thinks he knows everything about you all. Like, he actually thinks this. And he wants you to trust him. He's telling you where to go and listen so you can see where they actually says that this woman is me. Because he was there and he heard it himself. So when he says trust him, he's actually telling you all to trust him. Anyway, let's continue on.
Last night, there's no way they cool. That was an epic roast. There's no way.
Oh, it was an epic roast? It was an epic roast. And I'm still waiting to hear what the hell he's talking about, what he's referring to. So if it was a roast, then that means it was a roast. And it was just that, just a roasting. But if it wasn't a roasting, right? If it wasn't an actual roasting, then that means they were serious. But this dude here, what night is he talking about? What video is he talking about? Because the way he's speaking on this, that means he was there and he heard it. Remember that, because it's important. It's important before you give your trust to a liar like this that you follow along with what they say. So he's telling you to trust him because the roast that happened for 2 hours about me and them saying that this woman was me, he was there and he heard it. That's important as we continue on. Sorry about that. I'm waiting. I'm using my phone, and to unlock my phone, I have to put it towards my face.
I don't know. That's what they saying. That's why I'm saying is allegedly she was on there. Maybe. Remember, that's been out for like 10 years, so she probably.
Now you heard him? He swears up and down that there's a video out there where these men are saying that this woman is me. People in his chat area was saying that's not her. He was like, I was there, trust me. They're not cool, and I heard them, what they had to say. Now he's saying when somebody mentions something in the room, probably somebody he respects a little more, knows maybe. He says, well, allegedly, I don't know, allegedly. Then he goes on to say that the photo was 10 years ago and it had to be me when I was younger. I'm going to let it play just a little more. Maybe. Let me hear what else he had to say, and then I'm going to go into a little more commentary, right?
Did it when she was maybe a little bit younger.
A little bit younger?
I don't know, brother. It's a little bit younger. I don't know. That's what they saying. That's why I'm saying is allegedly she was on there. Maybe. Remember, that's been out for like 10 years, so she probably did it when she was maybe a little bit younger. I don't know, brother. This is what I'm hearing.
Now you heard that? So his story quickly changed. Now he's talking about that's what he's hearing. But he was telling you all, you can go hear the last 2 hours of BGS with the Angry Man. I don't know if he's saying BGS himself. Is he saying that it was in his area and the angry man was the one saying it? We really don't know what he's saying because he's been switching his story back and forth for some time. Okay, I can go into a video where BGS tells me that didn't happen. Okay, and if you need the link to that, I'll put it in the description box of this video as well. But let me just say this. This man originally was talking about he was there. They showed the photo. They were saying that it was me. He saw that it's me. It's me. Somebody he probably respects said something in the comment section, which I did see somebody, you know, they were like, that's not her. And people had been saying that the entire time. There was somebody saying that. He started blocking people when they would say that it's not me. But apparently there was one guy who said it and he didn't block him that way. And his story changes. Like, oh, allegedly. Then he goes in to say, well, you know, it's almost like he stuttered a little bit. You know, this was done 10 years ago, which I'm not sure how long ago this shit took place. But he was like, this happened 10 years ago. And, you know, from my understanding, what they're telling me is that that's her 10 years ago. So, I mean, even if it was 10 years ago, this woman doesn't look like me. This is her sitting on the couch. He claims it was 10 years ago. This is us side by side. Me and her. Our facial structure isn't the same. But most importantly, let's zoom in. Because we're going to be very clear about this. Her name is on her picture. And that is her. He says 10 years ago. This is me. I just took this photo this year. Do you see anything different? This is her. Her eyes are dark. This is me. And my eyes are as blue as they get. This is me quite some years ago. Eyes are blue as they get. This is me and her. Eyes are as blue as they get. This is her by herself. Her eyes are dark. I mean, do I have to go any further? You know, do I need to pull up pictures of me as a child with the blue eyes, as a teenager with the blue eyes, as a young adult with the blue eyes? Do I need to pull up, my kids' photos? Like, I don't even know. I just don't even know. I'm not saying that this woman is unattractive. Do not confuse me by saying that. And I always have to say that because I don't want the young lady to think that I'm attacking her, because I'm not. I'm not. I just want people to see that this dude is a liar. He doesn't have any integrity because he will lie. I mean, if I'm such a porn star, you would think he would be able to find some real material to bash over my head with. Why does he have to make up information? Why is it that he was swearing up and down you all can go and see it as if he saw it and heard it himself, but then now it's allegedly, and then he goes in to say that's what I was told. The person who actually told him that is an actual troll. And he don't understand what trolling means. He don't understand what roasting means. And he definitely don't understand what having honor means, what being a man means, what honesty means. He don't understand any of that. But there he is. I look more like a man than he does, and I can promise you, I'm all woman. You see what I'm saying? I'm all woman. Everything about me is soft and sensual. And he's soft, you know. Anyway, I'm going to let this go. I will put a link in the description box below so you all can go and listen to that entire video that he did if you want to. It's not important, you know. It's not like there's some revelation after what we just heard. You hear him start to backtrack, and he continues to backtrack, and then he starts jumping on Danini again. He started to say things like, well, he was told the thing about me, but he actually heard Danini. You all heard him kind of throw out that signal that y'all should be coming over to try to delete my channel. Dude, if my channel gets deleted, guess what? I could put another one up. Guess what? If I wanted a large channel, sweetheart, it's not that difficult. If you dare me, then I can show you better than I can tell you. I can actually get that 1,000 subscribers if I go over to YouTube. I'm sorry, if I go over to Facebook and Instagram and my Twitter and tell people to come over here. But see, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm over here getting buck wild with you dumbasses. It takes away that fantasy of me being that sensual, quiet. You know what I'm saying? When I want to act like I'm a nurse, a candy striper, I guess I should say. You know, like when you claim that I'm nude, but I actually have on clothes. It's not something I would walk outside in, but it is something I wear on webcam. Like the police outfit, the nurse outfit, the candy striper outfit. I mean, the brownies outfit. You name it, and I got it. Stripper pole in the background. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that. I mean, I'm quite sure those lacy panties you was wearing, you know what I mean? I'm quite sure that you would like to wear something like this, but you won't do it in the public. I get it. I get it. Let's see what I can throw right here. Let's see what I can throw just right there. Let me throw something in that box. Nah, you'll probably call me out for bullying. But, you know, it is what it is. Joke's on you. Is the joke on you? Yeah, the joke's on you. I'm out.